Hey y'all, it's racing day, so loud out here I can't hear a thing. Man, the fans are going wild. And these drivers came to rock, and no place else but Fox knows how to do it NASCAR style.
Buggity, buggity, buggity! Let's go racing, boys!
Hey now, here we go, race day. Don't you be going slow. Keep that pedal down on the floor. Push it till the crowd can't take no more. Big hair since the flag came down. Be here to the last lap around. Worked all week, it's time to play. Gonna get a little bit sideways. Hair since the flag came down. Be here to the last lap around. Worked all week, it's time to play. Gonna get a little bit sideways.
I'm back. Yeah, it's been a while since I've uploaded a race, but I'm finally back, guys. It's time for round 4 of the NNSCRA Ecko Unltd Bros vs. Host series, and we are here as what they call the Gauntlet here in Baltimore, Maryland for the Bank of America 400. Of course, we got a bunch of drivers here ready to go. 40 drivers, all looking to gain some momentum, heading towards as we head towards the middle part of the season. Of course, we got one driver everyone will be on the lookout for. That is Caitlin Skipper. She currently has the points lead with 270 points. At this point in the season, she has a 57-point lead over the new driver in the 88 car. That is Evan Gattuso, who's currently leading the Bros standings. And you're wondering where the previous driver is. Well, the previous driver was released at his request, so that is the reason why Evan Gattuso has taken over the 88, as well as his female counterpart Wendy Gattuso has taken over the 6. So Caitlin Skipper is going to be one of the primary targets here in this race, as she currently has a very stable points lead in the hose standings. She actually has, here's the thing, she actually has a 112-point lead over the next driver in the hose standings. I think that's Haley Hamilton. So Caitlin Skipper will hold the points lead in at least the hose standings for this race, after this race. But the question is, will she continue her great runs? And here to tell you the truth, to say the least, Caitlin Skipper is the only driver to finish in the top 5, let alone the top 10, in all 3 races so far. Everyone else has finished outside the top 10 in at least one race. So it's going to be a great race here, to say the least, and you'll find out that what they call this the Gauntlet, this ain't your average super speedway. I'll tell you that. We had a bunch of testing here, and we had some great speeds like 250, 260 plus, to say the least. But now enough of that. Let's take a look at your starting lineup.
Now controls your life.
I swear to God.
People die for that. People die for that.
I was looking at your starting lineup. Barney Ward will be starting on the point here for this race. Of course, yeah, everyone knows about Caitlin Skipper, our current overall points leader. Row 2 has James McLeod, who's second in the bro standings. He could certainly use a good run here. As well as Eric Burton, who's actually towards the basement. of the Bro standings, as well as Charles Jackson. He could certainly use a good run, and Liam Ervig will definitely need a good run because he is dead last right now in the Bro standings. Then you got Seth Cole, our previous race winner. See if he can follow up with a top 10 here, and then you got Aaron Williams starting 8th, and then rounding at the top 10 are Danielle Copeland and Amy Roma. Just about ready to go racing here at Baltimore for 20 laps. We'll see if anyone ends up blowing up here because, of course, that might be a big difference maker, but it doesn't look like that is the case so far. Safety car makes a left turn to pit road. I think this pack A here is going to need to catch up a little bit. They need to make sure they can keep up with the rest of this pack. They don't want to be starting behind. See, everyone's just about bunched up here. We'll see if anything happens around this track. Of course, we've seen high speeds around practice and qualifying. But we'll have to wait and see what happens here. There's the green flag. Here we go. We are racing here at Baltimore. Barney Ward got the inside advantage early. Here comes James McLeod. And then you got Charles Jackson and Wendy Gattuso. They are coming with a head of steam. Oh, there's a wreck up ahead. There's a wreck near the behind, and that's Sophie Dillon. Sophie Dillon has wrecked. Is the yellow flag going to be out? There it is. Yellow flag's out. They're racing back to the line. Here we go. They're racing back to the line. Just like that, the caution comes out on something that was just a one car incident. Wow. Yellow flag comes out on just a one-car incident. We'll have to wait and see what happens throughout the rest of this lap because, of course, these cars are really bunched up. Anything and everything will happen. Sophie Dillon was the first one to get taken out on that wreck. She's on pit road right now. Here they come. They're racing back to the line. Pace car is already out, and it will be Tammy Burton who will beat the field to the start-finish line. Boy, they were 5 wide coming to the start-finish line there. I don't know how a small incident but for just one car brought out the yellow flag, but apparently it did. And it will be Tammy Burton who will lead the field back to the start-finish line for the restart. Let's take a look. We'll put us under the caution for the first time in this race. Stay tuned. Here's what will put us under caution number 1 in this race. You see Richard Johnson's really giving Sophie Dillon a push here. But then you get to that left rear quarter panel. Again, it's the left rear quarter panel. And right there, Sophie Dillon just goes for a hard ride right into the inside wall. Hard hit for that 17 machine. Now, at this point, the yellow flag did not come out, but we're going to look at the instance of when the lights go on in the pace car. Right about here, the lights go on in the pace car. And Sophie Dillon was stopped dead. That is why the yellow flag came out, because Sophie Dillon was stopped dead on the track. She was stopped dead between turns 1 and 2, and that is what put us under the caution for the first time in this race. Let's fast forward through the race back to the start-finish line. And boy, it was 5 wide right here at the line here, but it was Tammy Burton who beat the field to the start-finish line, followed by Charles Jackson. Then it's James McLeod and Sue McKenzie, 1st through 4th. So we're under the yellow flag for the first time in this race, and well, that wasn't much of a wreck, but only one car. It was only one car, but it ended up stopping dead on the racetrack, and that was what brought out the caution. And we'll be right back for some more green flag racing right after this. Don't go away. Pace car's already hit pit road, and we'll give you a top 10 rundown. It's Tammy Burton, followed by Courtney Jackson, James McLeod, Sue McKenzie, and Dylan Young, your top 5. Then it's Wendy Gattuso, Tina McCoy, Red Bell, Barney Ward, and Christopher Martin, 6th through 10th. And I meant to say Courtney Jackson, not Charles Jackson, on that when I mentioned the 29. Green flag back out in the air. Here we go on lap 6. And again, it's a matter of which line everyone will take. There really is no true inside or outside line. There really is no true inside or outside line here, to say the least, so because you are making left and right turns. Got battle here for, I think, the 4th position between James McLeod, Wendy Gattuso, and that is Red Bell. Red Bell's moved her way into the top 5. Here comes Tina McCoy on the inside, getting help from Red Bell, or at least hoping they could get help from Red Bell, but now Red Bell goes on her own into the inside. It's Tina McCoy and Red Bell battling for the lead. And there is Lisa Well, has moved her way into the picture here, and there is our overall points leader, Caitlin Skipper. She is back in it. And by that point, it looked like it was Red Bell who led that lap. There's Evan Gattuso. He is well in the back of the pack. He's actually second to last. I actually forgot to mention that Sophie Dillon has DNF'd from the race. So no points for Sophie Dillon. That's going to be costly. Of course, here are a few other drivers we want to mention. Trent Dunham. Trent Dunham really pretty much started towards the back of the pack out here, and he's not getting a lot of momentum here. He's going to have to make some moves if he wants to stay in contention and get a lot of points. And there's Aaron Williams. He's also fallen back to earth here as well. He's fallen towards the middle of the pack. And here they come through this right-hand turn. This infamous right-hand turn, as I would say. And it's Tammy Burton who will lead the next lap. 13 to go at this point, and it looks like there are 4 hoes and 1 bro in the top 5 at this point. The only bro in the top 5, that is James McLeod in the 56. And now Caitlin Skipper wants to make it a all hoes top 5, but there is Dylan Young in the 71 car, looking to trying to assist James McLeod at least. Sue McKenzie, the Aussie, has taken over the lead, but here comes Red Bell. Red Bell with a full head of steam, trying to get help from Dylan Young. Everyone's just about spread out at this point. There are 3 Childress cars right there in the mix. There's Christopher Martin, Caitlin Skipper, Courtney Jackson. There's Callum Wales, who started well in the back of the pack. Callum Wales has moved his way into the top 5. Well, I never count out any one of the international drivers competing here in this race, especially Sue McKenzie and Callum Wales. And it looks like Red Bell did lead that lap with 12 to go. Yes, she did. It's a 5-car battle. Make that a 6-car battle for the lead here. Christopher Martin has joined the party. It's a 6-car battle here for the lead. It looks like there are 4 hoes and 2 bros in this pack. And it's a 3-ho battle for the lead. 3-wide 3-ho battle for the lead. And you rarely get to hear that, but except in my NNSCRA Ecko Unltd Bros vs. Hoes series. Trent Dunham has fallen way in the back of the pack now. Boy, he's going to need a lot of momentum if he wants to stay in contention here. Now here they come through this right-hand turn, this difficult right-hand turn. This could be a huge difference. I got a feeling this right-hand turn could be a huge difference maker in this one. We've reached the halfway point. No, they're wrecking. Oh, God, here they go. Here we go. Tammy Burton flipped over. Maria Martinez, Liam Ervig, Dylan Young, Callum Wales got a piece of it. Oh, boy. Yellow flag is out. Haley Hamilton, second in the hose points. That's not going to help her out at all. Liam Ervig upside down. Boy, he did not want that. Aaron Bauman's also upside down. Chrissy went up in smoke. She's done for the day. Danielle Copeland also got a piece of it. Oh, man. That was the one thing we were waiting for. A wreck like that, and they're racing back to the start-finish line. Wow, that took out a lot of good contenders there, and now it's a 4-car battle here for the lead. Then you got Caitlin Skipper's moved her way into 5th. Aaron Williams has moved his way back into the winning picture here He's back in the top 10 now. Come through this right-hand turn. And there could be a huge amount of position changes here as well. It's Sue McKenzie, the Aussie, who leads the field back to the start-finish line. Christopher Martin second, Red Bell third, Tina McCoy fourth, Caitlin Skipper and Aaron Williams fifth and sixth. That was a big wreck right there. That took out a lot of good cars. Oh, man. That was the one thing many cars did not want to see. Especially drivers who really need a good run. Wow. That was incredible. We'll take a good look at what put us under the caution for the second time this race. Stay tuned. This is what put us under caution for the second time in this race. Watch Callum Wales in the 27. Gonna try to get back. Oh, wait. Hold on. I'm trying to get a better view of this. There we go. Oh, wait. It's either... No, Callum Wales did not move at all. Callum Wales was just stayed in line. It was Haley Hamilton who was just... let me see this. Callum Wales going about 250. Haley Hamilton just had a full head of steam and tried to get some room, but she didn't get the room from Callum Wales. And that sends it up to Dylan Young and Wendy Gattuso. Tammy Burton's going to flip over right about... there's Tammy Burton. Tammy Burton's got to flip over again. Boy, another bag break for Tammy Burton. And then you saw more cars. Lisa Well, Liam Ervig, Maria Martinez getting involved. And then Chrissy Wynn and Aaron Bauman were involved in a second incident. Let's see the incident that saw... Oh, man. There was a car that was really slow. Let's take a good look at some of these cars. Oh, man. Holy crap, is Caitlin Skipper a lucky soul. She just about got clipped there by Dylan Young. Right about here. Wow, what a job by Caitlin Skipper to save that shit. Oh, but there was a second incident right about here, and Lisa Well was the main subject of this. It was Lisa Well who was the main subject. You saw her trying to slow down, and then Seth Cole going to get into her. And then you saw Maria Martinez and Liam Ervig, the two teammates, get together. And they get into Seth Cole, and they end up taking themselves out. And then there was another incident between Christine Wynn and Aaron Bauman. Oh, they just got loose. They just got really loose coming into that turn. Oh, wait, maybe there might be a little more to this. Aaron Bauman came down on Christine Wynn, and Christine Wynn just didn't have anywhere to go, and that was not what they wanted. Oh, Danielle Copeland head on into Christine Wynn. Boy, that was the one thing Danielle Copeland did not want. And a screwed up engine for her as she gets into Christine Wynn and Aaron Bauman. Look at the carnage that it leaves. Watch, Aaron Bauman's going to flip over right about here. She's going to land on her roof. Oh man, Liam Ervig took a well hard hit. He's going to take another hard hit in the points. Boy, he did not want that considering he's dead last in the bro standings. He's going to flip over onto his roof. That's a precarious position for Liam Ervig. Hopefully everyone and all these drivers are okay, to say the least. But that was a lot of drivers there. There was a lot of drivers. There was a lot of drivers involved in that one incident, and this was the race back to the start-finish line. Trying to count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cars. 12 cars involved in those incidents right there. Fast forward the race to the start-finish line. Take us from a bird's eye view camera. Sue McKenzie beats the field to the start-finish line. Close battle here for second between Christopher Martin and Red Bell, but Christopher Martin gets the second position. Red Bell third, Tina McCoy fourth, and somehow Caitlin Skipper was able to save her car. She will cross the line in fifth. Aaron Williams will cross the line right behind her in sixth. 12 cars got involved in that major incident, and we'll see what else happens throughout the rest of this race. Stay tuned. There's more green flag action right after this. We're back. Pace car has hit pit road, and here we're going to go top 10 rundown. Sue McKenzie's the leader. Christopher Martin second. Red Bell third. Tina McCoy fourth. Caitlin Skipper rounds at your top five, and it's Aaron Williams, Catherine Young, Cassie Ronions, Amy Roma, and Sasha Johnson. as we take the green flag once again. At this point, 6 cars have DNF from the race, and another will make that 7 cars have DNF from the race, and then we got 5 more who are at least a lap down as we have taken the green flag once again. Red Bell got a nice jump at the start, but Christopher Martin and Tina McCoy did not get a good jump. And here comes Cassie Runyons and Catherine Young taking over the 3rd and 4th position. Here's Aaron Williams. He's moved his way back into the top 5 here. Well, he certainly needs to. He certainly wants to keep up his run of good finishes here with a good finish here. Remember, it's a big point swing between 1st and 10th. It's a big point swing between 1st and 10th. 10th place only gets 60 points, but 1st place 100 points. That's a 40-point swing right there. That could be a big difference. So you really want to go for at least a top 10, to say the least, maybe even a top 5. A top 5 will certainly really help you in this series. Come around with 5 laps to go, and Sue McKenzie has led at another lap, and Liam Irving is going to come back out on the racetrack. Aaron Bauman has also returned to the racetrack. Yep, they have returned, and Liam Irving is going to have to speed it up here because he might end up getting caught up in a sandwich between the rest of the leaders, or maybe he'll just let him go. Well, it looks like it's a 6-car battle here for the lead. Aaron Williams is the only bro in this pack. Aaron Williams is the only bro in this pack. The next bro is Charles Jackson in the 9th position. So there are only 2 bros right now at this point. There are only 2 bros in the top 10. Boy, this is going to be huge. Here we go. Liam Irving has a slow Liam Irving could be the difference maker here. Look out. Oh man, this is going to slow up a lot of the field here. Top 4 are going to get away. That top 4 is going to get away a lot. And all of them are hoes. The top 4 hoes have gotten away from the rest of the pack. Well, 5 hoes are now occupying the top 5. But now some of the bros are trying to regroup with 4 laps to go here. We'll see if Aaron Williams and Christopher Martin can make some noise. The 2 BFFs, we'll see if they can work together, try and move back in within range, or will ego get the better of them? It's a 4-car battle here between Red Bell, Sue McKenzie, Amy Roma, and Tina McCoy at this point. Here comes Aaron Williams, ready to pass Cassie Runyons for the 5th position. Again, here comes this infamous right-hand turn. This right-hand turn will be a difference maker here. Yellow flag is still not out. We come around with 3 laps to go, and Red Bell is the leader at this point. Never count our international drivers as well. Sue McKenzie has moved her way in within range, and now she wants to go for the lead against Amy Roma and Red Bell. It looks like there's a 9-car pack here, and there are only 3 bros here, 6 hoes. Boy, the hoes are really dominating this series, I'll tell you that. There are 3 bros in this pack. Well, make that 4 as Evan Gattuso has joined the party. Evan Gattuso is going to join the party. He is currently the leader of the bros standings, so a good finish by Evan Gattuso will definitely help him out in the points. And now Aaron Williams has taken over the 2nd position. Aaron Williams, he has a lot of heart in him. He is not going to give in whatsoever. But he's getting a huge challenge from the Aussie Sue McKenzie. This is going to be big here, as Sue McKenzie will lead the lap with 2 laps to go now. Now it's crunch time. Who is going to come away with a big win, and who will come away with a lot of points? Drivers such as Sue McKenzie, Aaron Williams, and Amy Roma, they could use a good finish here to really break open the ground in the points, as well as Evan Gattuso and Aaron Williams. Meanwhile, drivers such as Catherine Young and Christopher Martin would certainly want a good finish out of this one. Back to our bird's eye view camera here. Evan Gattuso's taken over the lead. That 88 machine has taken over the lead. Evan Gattuso looking for the win. Remember, Evan Gattuso, he is the leader of the Bro standings. He's only 57 points back. We're trying to figure out where Kalen Skipper is now. We've taken the white flag. 1 lap to go. Kalen Skipper has fallen well in the back of the pack. Boy, she is much slower than the rest of this car. She will lose the overall points lead if something doesn't happen to Evan Gattuso. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. Bros currently lead the series 2-1. Here comes James McLeod is back in the picture here. James McLeod is back within range of the leader, Evan Gattuso. And there is Catherine Young, not too far behind. But here we go. Here's a slow Aaron Bauman. This could be a difference maker right here. They're going to split her through this turn. Now it's a matter of which line everyone's going to take. Can Evan Gattuso defend the lead, or will Catherine Young or maybe another driver take over? Here we go. Coming off this final turn, James McLeod got a nice run on the inside. But Evan Gattuso pulls it off. Evan Gattuso comes away with the victory here at Baltimore. Well, that's a statement made right there for the Bros. Evan Gattuso, the Bros points leader, comes away with the win. And ironically, James McLeod, who was second in the Bros standings, he comes away with the runner-up position. Best of the hoses, Amy Roma, who finishes 3rd. Catherine Young finally with a top 5 finish. Ends up 4th. Sue McKenzie finishes 5th. Red Bell 6th. Aaron Williams 7th. Charles Jackson 8th. Who's in that 37 again? Cassie Runyons ends up 9th. Finally a good run for her. And Christopher Martin rounds out your top 10. Boy, what a race that was. Let's take a look at that finish again in our instant replay. Let's take a look at this finish again. In slow motion, you saw James McLeod had a bit of a speed advantage. He had that inside advantage coming off the turn right about here. But, watch the line here. Watch the line. Evan Gattuso. Boy, that's a big finish right there. That's a really exciting finish. And then you got, oh man, this was a photo finish right here for 3rd place. Amy Roma barely getting 3rd place against Catherine Young. Oh man, we had another one right here. Sue McKenzie getting 5th over Red Bell. There's your top, that's the top 6. Aaron Williams will end up 7th. Charles Jackson 8th. Cassie Runyons 9th. Christopher Martin rounds at your top 10. A lot of big ups here for this one, but some drivers got a lot of downs as well. But we'll take a look at your official race results. Here's a look at your official race results. Congratulations to Evan Gattuso coming away with the big win here. I told you we would have an unexpected winner, and it was Evan Gattuso who came away with the victory in his first race here in the NNSCRA Ecko Unltd Bros vs. Hose series. What a great run for the 88 car. And how ironic for James McLeod, who's 2nd in the Bros standings, to finish 2nd in this race. Amy Roma, Catherine Young, and Sue McKenzie are the 3 hoes that end up 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Then it's Red Bell, Aaron Williams, Charles Jackson, Cassie Runyons, and Christopher Martin 6th through 10th. 11th through 20th now, Richard Johnson, Tina McCoy, Violet Fox, Sasha Johnson, Ben Paul, Courtney Jackson, Mary Cole, Tony Blazer, Jacob Lawler, and DeMarcus Brown. We'll go through the rest of the cars that finished the race on the lead lap. That is Barney Ward, our pole sitter, Rhett Yates, Eric Burton, Jake Rogers, Dylan Poteet, Trent Dunham, Lisa Welk, and Caitlin Skipper. Boy, Caitlin Skipper, that was not the run that she wanted. She just got beat on the last restart, and she just did not recover. That is going to be a huge breaker for Caitlin Skipper, I'll tell you that. And 14 points. She may still have the points lead in the host standings, but she will no longer have the overall points lead, as that will go to Evan Gattuso. 3 cars finished the race at least 1 lap down: Maria Martinez, Aaron Bauman, and Liam Ervig. 9 cars have DNF from the race: Dylan Young, Callum Wales, Haley Hamilton, Wendy Gattuso, Tammy Burton, Seth Cole, Christine Wynn, Danielle Copeland, and Sophie Dillon. And man, Seth Cole. You gotta feel for Seth Cole. After coming away with that win in Winnipeg, man, a big turnaround for Seth Cole, and he did not want that. But it's still, we're only in round 4. There's still 7 more rounds to go, so who knows what could happen. Alright guys, we have finished with coverage here from the Gauntlet here in Baltimore, Maryland. Congratulations to Evan Gattuso on a big statement victory. This is Randy Orton Fan 2011, signing off. I'm out.
Cab, take me anywhere. I'm in if you're down to get down tonight. 'Cause it's always a good time. Good morning and good night. I'll wake up at twilight. It's gonna be alright. We don't even have to try. It's always a good time. Whoa, it's always a good time. Whoa, we don't even have to try. It's always